As a busy college student while also having a family and a part-time job, I'm always looking for recipes that are simple and fast and easy to cook, that includes fresh ingredients, lean protein, and is delicious. Today I'll be making a salmon cake that is topped with mango relish. These salmon cakes are packed with flavor, protein, and other nutrients. Not only is salmon a good source of protein, it is also rich with omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for heart health. This recipe is quick to make with a prep time of 10 minutes, a cook time of 15 minutes, with a grand total of only 25 minutes. The first thing we have to do is wash our hands with soap and water under warm running water, emphasizing scrubbing under our nails, between our fingers, and around our wrists. Now that I've washed my hands, we are ready to begin cooking. First off, I just want to start out by saying how the difference of cost comparison between fresh salmon or canned salmon, which I am using canned salmon today. So if you were to buy fresh salmon for this recipe, it would cost $7.99 per pound, well, versus if you were to get canned salmon, it's only $2.27 per can of salmon. Now I will be introducing the rest of the ingredients that we will be using for our salmon cake today. It will consist of 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 cup of red bell pepper finely diced, 3 6-ounce cans of wild caught salmon drained, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Our mango relish will consist of 1 mango diced, 1 avocado diced, 1/3 cup of red onion diced, 1/4 cup of cilantro chopped, 1 jalapeno seeded and finely diced, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice. Our next step is to get out our cutting board and our chef's knife to begin cutting some of our fresh vegetables. Right now we'll be focusing on cutting our bell pepper, our red onion, and the cilantro and the jalapeno. So to begin, first you want to wash your red bell pepper. After washing it, we're just going to dice our red pepper nice and fine because it's going to go inside or into our salmon cake. So I like to cut out the inside of these bell peppers because they don't taste that great, but it's fine if you leave them in. Then I'm going to cut them into strips. And finally dice them. So red or bell peppers come in many different colors. They come in yellow, green, or red. Due to the ripening process, they usually have the sweetest flavor. They're a great source of beta-carotene, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin E, and folate. And I'm just going to continue chopping the rest of these back up, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now I have my 1/4 cup chopped red bell pepper, and I'm just going to set it aside until I need it. Next, I'm going to continue chopping my vegetables. I'm going to do the red onion, and we only just want to dice this one. We don't need to finely dice it or finely chop it. So I just cut it this way. Now, practice safe cutting techniques. Make sure that your fingers are curled back like this so that you don't accidentally cut yourself. And then I have them in strips. Now I'm just going to cut them the other direction, which will give me a nicely diced onion. So a little bit of facts about red onions. They are linked with many health benefits, mainly coming from antioxidants. Aside from being rich in antioxidants, it's also a great source of manganese, vitamin B6, vitamin C, biotin, and copper. Now that I have this diced, I'm just going to throw it in the bowl. And next I'll work on my jalapeno. I want to seed this and finely dice it. So I will finely dice my jalapeno, then I will come back on for the next step. Now that I have my 1/4 cup of red onions, I can start to finely dice my jalapeno. To begin, I first just cut it down the middle and to expose the inside, and we're just going to cut out the seeds like this. And be sure as you're cutting that you face the knife away from you and don't face it towards your body. And just take all the seeds out. Okay, now that all the seeds are out, I'm going to cut it into tiny, thin strips. So jalapenos are actually packed with nutrients such as vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, carotene, folate, vitamin K, and many different kinds of B vitamins. So we want to make sure that we're cutting these very small because it's going to be in our relish, which is going to top our salmon cake. We don't really want any big chunks in there. My finely diced jalapenos, and now I'm just going to add the whole thing to the bowl of red onions, since this is going to be my relish. Next, I need 1/4 cup of cilantro. So we don't need this finely chopped or anything. I'm just going to cut off a little bunch of it and just give it a nice good chop. So cilantro actually contains vitamin A, C, and K, and the leaves also have folate, potassium, and manganese. So it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, it just needs to be chopped so there's not any really big leaves. So now I have chopped it, and we're going to need a 1/4 cup of cilantro, so I'm just going to take my 1/4 cup and I'm going to kind of pack it. So there's my 1/4 cup of cilantro, and I'm just going to add it to the same bowl with the onions and the jalapenos. This is for my topping. Now I have that, and now we can move on to our next step. And now I'm just going to add it to our mixture in the medium-sized bowl of cilantro, onion, and jalapeno. Next, I will move on to the avocado. To cut the avocado, you just cut along the outside like so. And remove the pit. And we're just going to make some scores in here, both ways. We're going to do it to both sides the same way. Score the long way and then score the other way. And then if you look inside, it looks like cubes. And I'm just going to take my spoon and scoop it out into our bowl. Next, we need a tablespoon of lime juice. So I'm just gonna put it down the center. I have my tablespoon and I'm just gonna squeeze until it's at the top of the tablespoon. So about half of the lime will give you 1 tablespoon of lime juice. And I'm just gonna pour it in the bowl. Then I'm going to mix it. And there we have our mango relish. Also, I do believe our salmon patties are done. So we could just remove these from the pan and then eat them. So I will remove these from the pan, then I'll be right back to show you the finished product. Here we have our finished product, salmon cakes and mango relish. The serving size of this recipe consists of 3 servings. Will give each person 3 salmon patties. They have total calories of 491, 34.3 grams of fat, 16.7 grams of carbohydrates, 8.3 grams of sugar, 950 milligrams of sodium, 5.0 grams of fiber, 37.3 grams of protein, 10 grams of cholesterol. Altogether, this recipe costs $18.46. The cost per serving of this recipe is $6.15, while only $4.89 is the cost based on the ingredients of which you are using in the recipe. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you give it a try. Have a good day.